It has been a whirlwind of a week. So we had our local fair this week and we went every single day. And on top of that, there was a really bad storm in our area. It was short, but it did a lot of damage. And just like right out this window here, there's a power line and a tree fell on it, snapped the line. So we were without electric for like 30 hours, I think. It was definitely over 24. So we had to take all of our meat and like things in our refrigerator and freezer over to my sister's house. Thankfully, I have not grocery shopped in a while, so we didn't have a ton of food, but I did have a lot of meat in our freezers. And so we had to take everything over there to make sure that we didn't lose anything. So anyway, it was kind of crazy. We did a lot of just like eating out wherever we could because I couldn't cook here. Thankfully, we still had water because we have a well that we had water for, so that was very helpful. So now it is Monday morning and it's time to get back into the swing of things because last week felt kind of like a vacation almost because there wasn't much of a schedule. We spent, like I said, majority of our time at the fair. We went swimming a few times, just really soaking up these last moments of summer and before we have this new baby. So I'm just gonna start by making some breakfast. Like I said, I haven't grocery shopped in probably over a month. It's been a long time since we did like a big grocery haul and got food. So I'm gonna be taking you along to do that later. So I'm really down to like the bare essentials here, but I'm gonna find something to make for breakfast and then just kind of start getting along with our day. All right, so as you can see in our fridge, it's pretty empty. We have some sauerkraut, my sourdough starter. We have a bunch of eggs and peaches because we have chickens, and then we went peach picking last week. And so the baby actually already had some eggs because he cannot wait for breakfast ever, but I am gonna make something up with these peaches. I like to buy my oatmeal in bulk, so we do have a bunch of oatmeal. So I'm gonna make some peaches and cream oatmeal. That's something that I remember having a lot when I was a kid, like the packets of oatmeal. So I'm gonna try to kind of like recreate that with just real peaches, some honey, some good cream, and some oatmeal. All right, so I just got finished with breakfast and cleaning up. I have a couple of kids that are doing some reading lessons out on the sunroom over here. And then I put the baby down for a nap, and I'm gonna take the two middle boys with me. We are gonna go to the grocery store. And I told them, they asked us, they always wanna know, what are we getting, what are we getting? I said, we're gonna get one of everything. That's what I always say when we're out of like almost everything. So anyway, I'm gonna head to the grocery store. When I get home, I'm gonna lay everything out for you guys and do a little grocery haul video, and then I will start lunch. All right, so I just got home from the grocery store. The kids helped me bring everything in. have the best I can do with getting everything in the shot. So there's like more over here, but I'm just gonna bring it in and show you, and a little bit more over here, but it's the best I can do. So with my grocery hauls, I say this a lot, but you will see a lot of just pretty much like produce, condiments, oils, butters, things like that, because we do get all of our meat in bulk from my sister who has a farm nearby. We also recently raised some hogs, so we get a lot of our meat just through like our pork, our beef, and our chicken just through local farmers, or we do it ourselves. We get all of our eggs from our chickens that we have ourselves, and typically we get all of our milk from my other sister who has a dairy cow, but right now her cow actually has mastitis, and so we were not able to get milk from her this week like we usually do. So I did pick up 4 things of just organic plain whole milk yogurt, because we just cannot go without our morning smoothies, and like I like having yogurt with like some honey and granola or berries or something before bed. Just kind of one of those things I like to do. So I got that, and I got a bunch of cheese. We just get this white cheddar cheese from Aldi. It's in a block. It's so good. I think I got 8 of these. We go through them pretty quick. I just tried it for salads. We use it if I'm making anything that has cheese, I use that. I also got a bunch of butter, 12 of them, just like 12 butters. It's organic, made from milk from grass-fed cows. So we got a bunch of butter. So that's kind of the dairy stuff I got. I got a lot of peanut butter. I always just kind of get a case. This one I go with just organic peanut butter with just organic peanuts and sea salt. My kids love peanut butter and apples, which I did get some apples as well. They like peanut butter on celery. They like peanut butter on bananas. It's just kind of like one of those good snacks that I feel like will help kind of fill them up. They're just growing always and hungry. They're growing and always hungry is what I was trying to say. And so I like to have things that they can just grab whenever they want to eat. So peanut butter, lots of fruit and veggies. Over here, which is extends like way over there, I have a bunch of bags of frozen organic vegetables. They had a sale on their organic vegetables at the Aldi that's close to my house. And so I bought a bunch of them. We have a deep freezer downstairs, and I love to have frozen veggies on hand just to steam up, easy to go with a side for dinner, to add into soups and stews or casserole dishes, just anything. So I got the mixed vegetables, organic corn, organic butternut squash, peas, green beans, broccoli, and I always grab a few bags of rice cauliflower. This is something that I like to add into pretty much anything, like again, like soups, or if I'm making like some type of ground beef casserole. It's just a veggie that you can add in. The kids don't even notice it. It gives them a little bit more nutrition. So I got, I don't know, probably like 50 bags of frozen vegetables because they were on sale and there was a bunch of them there. And so I'm just gonna put those down in the deep freezer. Anytime I go to the store, I get a lot of avocados. I got 20 here because again, that's just an easy side that goes with pretty much everything. My kids love avocados. I just slice them open, serve it with whatever we're having for dinner to kind of stretch it further, and that works really well. Lots of bananas. My baby, in the morning when he wakes up, he says, "I'm so hungry. I eat," like as soon as he wakes up. And so most people in the house sleep later than him. And so I like to just like grab him a banana, get him some water or some milk, and then we just sit outside in the sunroom and he can eat that and stay quiet until it's actually time for breakfast. But I have to have bananas on hand for him. I got some organic baby carrots. This is another thing that my kids love to snack on. I got a bunch of potatoes. I got some organic, like little new potatoes because I'm gonna be making a roast today for lunch, and I thought I'd make it easy. Several bags of just like russet potatoes, red potatoes, sweet potatoes, onions. This is all stuff that we like to have on hand and we need all the time. I did get a few things I don't always get, but I got some spaghetti noodles. They had some organic whole wheat spaghetti noodles and then linguine. I got that with some penny pasta noodles, and then several jars of their organic sauce at Aldi. And I got that because I was thinking after I have the baby, I'm due, as of right now, in like 2.5 weeks, but by the time this video goes out, I'll be due like, I don't know, probably any day or a week or something. So I was thinking that would be something really easy that my daughter could just like boil some noodles, throw some sauce on, maybe like brown some meat for some easy lunches. I did do some freezer meals. That video, by the time this one came out, already came out. So if you didn't watch it yet, you can watch it where I shared some freezer meals that I made. But because we're all home all the time and we eat 3 meals a day, I was thinking, you know what, this would be something very simple that she can make herself while I'm in postpartum and kind of like recovering. So I got that just for her to be able to cook up something. I got some mustard and organic ketchup, just as stuff that we were out of and needed. Some cherries and some oranges, again, just more like fruit for the kids for snacks. So basically, lots of produce, lots of frozen veggies because there was a sale on those. Like I said, we get our meat in bulk, so I don't really have to buy any meat from the grocery store, which is nice. But this is what we got. Oh, I didn't say this, spring mix. Our gardens are not doing any more lettuce anymore. It's too late in the season. We'll be able to do some more at the end of summer, early fall. You can do some more of that in my climate relive. But for now, I love to have this big like organic spring mix from Aldi just to make salads, again, something to put with meals. I'm always looking for lots of easy sides so I can make some type of meat and then just have like salad or avocados or sauerkraut or, something to go along with these veggies to steam up with it. So that is my grocery haul. And because we get a lot of things in bulk, this should last us for a very long time. So I shouldn't have to go to the grocery store again for a long time. Now, when I say we haven't been to the grocery store in a month, that's like haven't been to like a big bulk thing. Sometimes we run in for certain recipes that we're doing, especially for the blog, for my husband's blog. He does cooking recipes, so we might need like 1 or 2 things for a certain recipe. But to do a big bulk trip like this, I only have to do about once a month because we do have our freezer full of good meats from my sister and also just from our, locally raised. So, and like I said, eggs and milk. So all like the essentials we get without going to the grocery store. So whenever I do go and get these types of things, they last us a really long time. All right, so now I'm going to put all of this away and then I'm going to take you guys along while I make lunch for today. So for lunch, I'm just gonna make a beef arm roast. I have one defrosted in my fridge that I laid out last week. So I'm gonna make it in my Instapot. I'm just gonna start off by searing it. I got my Instapot hot. So I'm gonna sear that and cut up some veggies to go in with it. Alright, so after searing it on all 4 sides, I'm just adding in some onions and garlic just to give it some more flavor. And then I'm gonna add in the bag of baby carrots and the new potatoes that I bought today from the store. And then a little bit of water and maybe some broth. Then I'll add in some broth and a little bit of spices and just put this on high pressure for about 30 minutes. And then this will be ready to eat for lunch today. right, so now that the meat and vegetables are all cooked, what I like to do is just remove this from my Instant Pot, let it cool a little bit, then it makes it easier to cut. And then I use the leftover juices that are inside of there from the broth of that I put in, and also the meat, to make a little bit of gravy to serve with this. So to do that, I'll just put this back on saute mode, add a little bit of flour to this to kind of thicken it up, and it makes a really delicious gravy to go over top the meat and the veggies. All right, so I thought I'd end this video with a little bit of a pregnancy update. You guys seem to like those. I really, every time I say this, but I don't really have too much to update you on, which I guess is a good thing because I just have been feeling really good. I think I might have told you guys in an earlier video that my rib was hurting kind of bad and that I was seeing a chiropractor, not necessarily for the ribs, but just for making sure that, I don't know, everything was in line the best that it can be, just to help with like pushing and like that part of labor. So since going to the chiropractor, I have been feeling like so good. The rib pain went away. I don't really know if it's from that or if the baby dropped. I kind of feel like the baby has dropped. I have a friend that is practicing to become a midwife, and I had her like feel around on my stomach to tell me the position of the baby, and she said the baby was really low, and I've never had a baby low before being in labor. So I'm like, maybe my baby dropped, which I'm so thankful because the rib pain was getting unbearable. For me, it was just like really, really bad. So I'm really thankful that that's feeling better. So I'm currently like 37.5 weeks pregnant. And so the midwives are coming more often. Last week, they gave me like my list of things that I need for the home birth, which most things I already had on hand. They like you to have 2 pairs of sheets for your bed and a shower curtain. So we'll put a pair of sheets down, shower curtain, another sheet. So then after you have the baby, if I were to deliver in the bed, we can like move that back in the shower curtain. So then I'd have fresh sheets to lay on with the baby. My last 2, I was not in a bed. So it really just depends on how I'm feeling when I'm in labor. Will depend on where I actually give birth to the baby. Blankets, towels, pads for me, diapers for the baby. What else was on there? cookie sheets because in like a pitcher to make some like herbal tea to soak some pads in just for like postpartum. So things like that were on my list. So I've kind of been collecting the different things that were on my list, getting them put together in my closet. So I think we are pretty much all ready for the home birth, and I'm really excited about it and looking forward to birth. Sometimes, and I go back and forth, like sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have to give birth again. And other times I like can't wait to give birth again. It's like this weird thing. But I've been practicing my Bradley method, which is the way that I like to give birth naturally. So I have my other birth stories here on YouTube. You can check those out if you want more information on that. I'll definitely be doing a birth story here on YouTube after the baby's born. But if you don't already follow me on Instagram, that'll probably be the first place that I actually announce it, just because making a video and then getting it to my editor and getting it back takes a little bit longer than just me like doing a quick story or reel or picture or something on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, just look up Early House and you'll see me. Follow me there, and that'll probably be the first place you'll get news of the baby. As it's getting closer, I'm obviously getting really anxious to find out if it's a boy or a girl. We are still in the no name for a boy boat. Haven't honestly even talked about it in a long time. We have a list of names that we like. I think he will just be named after he's born when we see him. That would be one thing. We hope it's a girl so we don't have to think about boy names anymore. It's getting really hard to name boys. This will be, if it's a boy, our 5th boy in a row. So we'll see. Either way, we will be completely happy with whatever we have. It's just gonna be a lot harder to name him if it is a boy. So that's kind of what's going on here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed our grocery haul and just kind of us like doing a little day in the life here on a typical Monday after a busy week. Like I said, stay tuned. Hopefully there will be baby news before long, and I'll be sharing that birth story. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I get out a new video every single week.